Boom, boom, this is Ken, everybody, coming at you from the corner. How's everybody doing today? All right, we got a little Shining Beyond up on tap today. So let's go ahead and get with it here. So we're going to touch on issues. So the first issue is freezes, shutdowns. It's occurring on BlueStacks and on my phone, and I've got an upper level Samsung new model, so there shouldn't be any issue whatsoever running the game on that, and I'm getting lockups on both of those. I've also heard from a couple people on my channel. They're having the same problem as well too, so we've definitely got some lockup issues. No need to panic yet. We're still in beta technically, so that can be fixed, but it needs to be looked at and need to be aware of that. Second issue, and this is an issue that I've just started to notice now that as I've began to get farther. As you tier up weapons, or I should say grade up weapons. For instance, this is a tiered up weapon right here. As you can see, it's because of the way it bulges there at the side. That means it's been tiered up once. Okay. What happens is when you tier up a weapon and start to use, I don't think I could use it with that. No, this is always 100, so that won't work. But if you use another piece of this equipment in here, the success rate, after you've gotten up to one tier, the success rate plummets pretty dramatically. So if I were to use a play D piece on here, I would have a lower percentage rate. I actually failed an 88% rate on this morning. That's not good. That's not a good look at all. If I'm going to fail, or if there's a chance for any type of failure, once I've tiered this up, it would probably just be better to save those pieces of weapon after you've tiered up a piece of equipment one time, stop, and just save those pieces of equipment so that you can start getting 6-star gear. If there's a chance you're going to lose it, just hold on to it where you're guaranteed to use it here, and you're guaranteed to get a 6-piece of gear. Granted, you have to use 5 of them, but hell, I don't like that. They need to get rid of the percentage altogether when you're tearing up the equipment, because that's not the look that you want, and that needs to be addressed. I don't like that at all. I'm actually not too much of an issue with the gold and with the dust. I really haven't had. I've got plenty of dust, plenty of gold. Okay, getting those fine, so there's no problem whatsoever with that. I thought that might be an issue. Turns out it's not, at least not yet. I'll have to see. I haven't had a chance to explore 6-star gear to determine how much of a difference there's going to be, in the gold dust prices as there are in 5-star. I assume it's going to be more, of course, because it's 6-star. But as long as they don't take it up too much, it shouldn't be that much of an issue. But it's definitely something that it's not turning into a problem that I thought it'd be. But they definitely need to get rid of that percentage chance. I don't agree with that. Percentage chances should only be used if it's instead of you can't do it. But if you're like at a 5-star piece of equipment and you're going to try to enhance it with something that's lower, like maybe if you can't do this, but if it was like at a 4-star or something like that, then there should definitely be a percentage knocked off. As the chance of it's going to work, but it's not. We're seeing that on, and that leads me to believe that it might just be more prudent to save after you've tiered up, after you've graded up one grade on the 5-star piece of equipment, to just hold your 5-star copies and just use them to make 6-star equipment. Okay, that's what it's looking like, and that's something I'm going to have to consider, because I lost an 88% on my on Athena's weapon this morning when I got that, so that's not good. So that's another thing. The second thing, the event. This event is scaling up way too fast. Okay, these first 3 were not that bad. This one was a little tricky. This one was a little tricky simply because you had to do it with 3 or less heroes. But I had, with these 3, and I took out Jake for that. They just blasted right through it. I didn't have any trouble. But this one right here was not any trouble either. It was difficult. What took so long to do it was because I had to do it in less than 12 skills. These dragons are putting out some damage, especially the boss. You got to do a lot of healing. Okay, and it just was not. It was very difficult to get to the point. I finally managed to yesterday where I could complete it in less than 12 skills. So I managed to get the star for that, allowing me to get the 9-star chest. These, on the other hand, no. These right here are way, way, way harder than the ones before that. The damage that you go on the floors, the dragons are and the characters are doing floor damage. And literally, some of the characters in there are nailing out damage that's covering the entire floor. I was unable to complete it because I couldn't heal fast enough. I was manually using Athenia's and Athenia's heal skills constantly, and I still was unable to complete it. So this is way, 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 way too high, scaling up way too fast. This is supposed to be for, I'm at 42 level. This right here is supposed to be, level 44. So this should be comparable, around here. You shouldn't be getting, I would expect to have an issue possibly here and definitely here where I could see if they were doing that. But that's just scaling up way too fast. And it's not allowing a quick access of completions. Then throw in the fact that the game sometimes locks up because one of the things I've noted is in that floor when you hit that floor where they're doing complete floor damage and it's bashing out across the complete floor and everybody's taking damage, it crashes the game because it's overloading the game plat here. So it's like the server's being overloaded because of that that flash, and it's causing. That's one of the ways the game freezes up and then crashes. I know if I start to see my screen flash that I'm going down here pretty soon. And you get kit and you lose your token, and you don't get anything for it. So that's not making me happy either. I should have more tokens than I should have. That's happened twice, not one day. Just it happened once today, and once yesterday, and once the day before that. So pretty much every day I've had it fail in the middle of the event. Sometimes it fails when you hit a boss, and you know how the lava dragon screen pops up and it shows the boss is the lava dragon. It'll show the lava dragon, then you'll see it start to slow and stutter, and then it'll just crash. Or the screen will go completely black and just sit there with nothing. It won't have shut the game down, but it'll just be blank. And I've seen if that happens as well too. So there's definitely some server issues, but they're running off of a beta server, so it might be getting overloaded. So I'm hoping once they go live, they'll add more servers, which should theoretically take care of that issue if they've coded right. I assume they've worked on the code. But they don't seem to be having coding issues. But we'll see. But yeah, so that's my biggest complaints about the game thus far. In terms of a gacha, it works great. I've gotten all characters but 3. These are the only 3: Beretta, Lucille, and Rager, and I've already got some Beretta shards. But I've got all the other SSR characters. I pulled was it Mi Fang? Mi Fang, was that her name? Yeah, Mi Fang. I heard Mi Fang this morning. So I'm getting all the characters. I got Tess, Freya, Jenny, Emiko. So definitely having good characters. Also, Jake is good. Kane is good. Kane's a good archer. I'm trying to get him up to 5-star primarily because he's a beast in PvP. As you're tanking, Athena's tanking and Shizu's tanking. Well, she's not supposed to tank, but she sometimes does it anyway. Not very well, but she tries. Kane's just sitting in the back, zapping him with his bow, nailing him down. So he's excellent in PvP because of his range damage. But we need to take a look at Emiko. This is the Emiko event, so Emiko is up, and I am getting a lot of Emiko shards. I've drawn her a couple times in the event. She's got a very good skill set. The skill set here deals poison damage. This is a dot, okay? Damage over time, which is always good, especially in events Okay, but also she increases the damage taken by the enemy by 20, and it's the entire room. It's not just the character that she's fighting against. It's all characters in the room. But here's the second: reduces attack speed by 27.5. Okay, now the reason Jenny is considered the best rogue is because of her attack speed reduction. Now, don't get me wrong, hers is 60%, which is downright ridiculous. Okay, she's slowing everybody to a freaking crawl. So, you know, that's why she's. But this is 27. That's not, you know. So you're slowing them down, and they're poisoned while they're slowed down. Okay, and then they're vulnerable, which means is they're taking more damage. So all three of these options on this spell right here are amazingly good. Okay, so you know, I mean, the durations are not, you know, 6.9 seconds, 5.6. So it's not. I mean, it's not going to be like they're constantly all through the entire. But it's a very good kit, and it's definitely something that needs to be taken a look at. So Amiko's not a slouch. I'm really close between her and Kane. Kane, I need 65 more for Kane, and Amiko, I need 100 to take. So, and since this is the Amiko event, and I'm getting Amiko shards, I might end up eligible to take her to 5-star first. If I do, I'll probably take Kane out and put Amiko in its place. The only problem will be leveling up. We don't get a lot of experience potions, which is something that needs to be rectified. If they're going to give you all the characters, then they need to understand that you need to have the mats to level them up. Now, I'm not saying you need to have, but they definitely need to be given more experience potions. Because, you know, I've got, you know, because once I start taking these characters up, I want to be able to use them, and I can't use them right now because they're not ready to be used. So that needs to be looked at. Increase the experience pot drop, because you only get them on the dungeons. Which brings me to the point of dungeons. Make sure you're running these dungeons daily, because you get a lot of good stuff. The gold and the dust is not an issue, and really, this is the gold vault right here. This is where you can get the experience potions. So you definitely want to make sure that you're running this a day, because you get gold and experience potions. So that's I see experience potions drop in the levels occasionally, but not very often. But I do see a lot of them drop in that gold vault. So you want to definitely make sure that you're running that daily. Also, make sure to go into the tower. This 6th tower here, 6th floor, it's floor number 15, is way out of scale. But this happens frequently. Bleach, Immortal Souls is a game that comes to mind. They had it all scaled up wrong. But you can see, you know, that pretty quickly every time they were doing updates, they would, you know, they would lower, you know, the damage from one floor and raise up, you know. So they were trying to keep it so that you have as your characters progress, you can progress. And it's not uncommon for certain floors to be too difficult. And it's all right you want your next floor to be difficult, but sometimes they were a little overkill. Like there were times where the enemy would do 2 rage skills in a row and kill you before you had a chance to kill it, you know. And so they need to focus on things like that. That's simply so. This right here, but this one right here, this is ridiculously overpowered. I mean, this scorpion, the best I've been able to get is because it has, there's 3 of these level 18, and then there's the actual scorpion. I've tried. If I go straight for them, I can only kill 3 of these. 2 I can kill. There's 3 or 4. There's only 1 left, and I've usually got it halfway down. But before I die, I've also tried avoiding these guys and go directly towards the scorpion. That didn't really help that much. So the point is, you know, considering that we're only on floor 15, I think that's a little bit overpowered, because this thing comes right out of the gate and he's just nailing you. Athena drops pretty fast. She drops before I have a chance. She dies so fast that neither Emilia or Athena can actually cast their heal spell. They don't even have time. She's dead before I have a chance to heal her. That's too much damage for that particular level. It's a level 15 creature, for Christ's sakes. All right, so that needs to be looked at. I'm going to have to try to go 2 tanks. So I'm seriously considering, maybe putting a little bit of time and mats, which I don't particularly want to, since I wanted to get my other cars up to 6 area. But I'm considering going, taking out Kane and throwing in another warrior, so that way I can keep hopefully keep everything. That way when Athena goes down, there'd be another one to guard her. The problem is, to do that, you're going to have to take out another damage character. Okay, that means Kane is in there for damage and Shizu are in there for damage. Taking out one of those is going to decrease my damage output dramatically, primarily because none of my other tanks, warriors, like Leon and Ultima, are quite ready for prime time. As you can see, Ultima's up to 4-star, nowhere near 5-star. But she's only at level 17, and it takes because you don't get very many experience potions. I can't level her up and give it a try. So it's really gated. So the things where I'm seeing these gates are not good. Okay, I've been playing these games for years. 10 years at least. I've been playing mobile games, and I can tell you right now that the areas that I'm seeing the gates are not good places for the gates to be. There were gates in Bleach, but I could tell that those gates were easy to unlock, and a lot of those gates they eliminated almost completely when they did the reformatting of the actual. They started to streamline the progression. You could tell immediately that they were not going to force people to spend money. I mean, I've spent money on Bleach Immortal Souls. I've been playing the game ever since it came out. It's an excellent game, and I did purchase the growth pack after I'd played it for, I think it was I'd played it for 4 weeks or something, and I was having so much fun that I just went ahead and purchased the growth pack. Okay, so after I've played a game for about a month, if I'm enjoying it, I'm going to drop a little coin on it just to support the developers. The growth pack that they had in Bleach was excellent. It was $19.99, and I ended up getting something like 10,000 soul gems. I mean, I'm going to take that. And every time I go up 2 more levels, I get some more. So that's definitely an overtime purchase. And Azur Lane, I bought some of the skins. I bought storage space updates. I bought some of the skins and gems. I don't have any problem doing that. Destiny Child, I've dropped a little coin on that as well too. But I've been playing those games for years, except for Bleach, because Bleach hasn't been out. I don't think it's been out a year. Has it been out a year? I don't think so. But it's been close to it. But yeah, this is just not. This is the gates are in bad places. I don't like to see the gates in these places. But we're still in beta, so I'm hoping that they're dealing with the feedback, and I know they're getting a lot of it because. They're getting really trashed. I guess the company who built this game, I guess the game's in. I want to say it's live in I think Korea. It's live somewhere, China or Korea, somewhere. It's a live game, and the people who they've said that it's an interesting. They got VIP and all kinds of stuff in there. But I haven't seen anything yet. Now they do have the loyalty shop here, which focuses on the battle pass here. Okay, but this is a battle pass. This is not VIP, and I actually just got battle pass for free. So, but they do have this Amiko's Great Bazaar, which is what this is. And but this is not VIP. If you as you purchase stuff, you get the loyalty, and as you purchase it, you unlock items. That's not VIP. This is a battle pass. So this seems to be as you clear the story mission. But I think it's $4.99 though. But no, I guess you can get some of it for free. Um, uh, so, but I don't see anything that's VIP related here. VIP. Um, I just don't see anything that would lead me to believe that there might be a VIP entered. But right now, I only see some season pass stuff, which is normal in most games. It can be monetized so that it's not not very user friendly, but I haven't seen that yet. But there are some people who apparently are familiar that say that goes on. But we'll have to see. They got plenty of time to make changes to monetization and formatting of the systems. I haven't seen anything that is going to make me stop playing the game right yet. I do have, I was more towards 80-20. Yes, it's going to be a good game. I'm now something like 60-40. That I'm just getting worried. If it gets 50-50, I'll tell you. But right now, I don't see that yet. Uh, they're getting into characters a little bit. Give me some more experience potions so I can level them up and try them out. That would make me much happier. But for the time being, I don't see anything that's going to make me stop. So I just wanted to go ahead and let you know where I see the game at this point. And I'm still playing it on a daily basis. Do my dailies, do my weeklies, and working on getting Kane up to speed here. And I'm going to start moving Jenny in, and I want to possibly start moving Amiko in as well. So I got some things I want to try. But with that experience, I need more experience potions. So hopefully, if they could do that, that will allow me to level them up and see if they're worth. I want to make the right decision between Amiko and Kane, because I really think that attack speed down. He offers a lot. Kane does, in terms of the skill set, but he's got the poison, but he this is a skill defense of the enemy, and it's a single target. Deals damage equal to a single target. Okay, see her skills are floor affecting, so I think that in terms of PVE, she might be a little bit better, which is why she's the event character. I mean, the same with Shizu. Shizu's excellent. She was the event character, so it's not going to be. I think she's going to be. I think that PVE, she might be better for a PVE. Her skill's not going to be as widely. What Kane's got is going to be PvP. Definitely, you want to put him in PvP. But I think for PvE, you might get more use out of Amiko. Okay, she's probably she'll be helpful in PvP too. Don't get me wrong. But I think Kane's got more of a skill set that's directed toward PvP because he's a single target nuker, while Miko's more of a wide area type effect character, which going to make clearing floors in PvE much faster. So I think but I'm still at the crossroads as to which way to go. I don't want to waste my shards because I'm not sure which one to go with. So, but we're in beta and I'm not rushing. Taking my time going through the game, leveling my stuff up. So we'll see. But yeah, so I wanted to give you that. Remember to go ahead and put a like on this video. And remember that you can subscribe to my channel. And once you subscribe, you can click on the bell, ding, ding. And you'll be notified whenever I drop a video. So, this is Kendrick, coming at you from the corner, signing out.